did I get started in acting? That's a very long-winded answer you're asking for, but I'm going to try and keep it short. My background is, I was born in Sudan. I don't know if you know where that is. I'm sure you do, North Africa. For those of you who don't, just under Egypt. Some of you might have heard of Nubia. Nubia is in the north of Sudan. So I was born there, lived there for about 4 years. There was a revolution, I had to leave. I didn't cause it. My teeth really don't see that there. But I went to England, my mother's English, and I spent the rest of my life in England until about 5 years ago when I came to this. And I got started in acting purely by coincidence. At least I like to tell this because I think it's why. Is that I was the only Arab-looking actor in England. And they needed an Arab-looking actor for one of the shows that they were doing. And literally they were advertising in newspapers. But it's unheard of. You know, please, anybody who looks vaguely Arab, can you please come and do this part? It's a huge part of a TV series. And so I walked in, and they basically gave me a job right there. I did another thing, and I got into Star Trek. Boom. Quick. Feel pretty proud of myself. Yes. Do I prefer directing or acting? To be honest, I am a megalomaniac in the first order. I am such a control freak that I have to prefer directing. I really enjoy acting, and I do it, but I kind of use it to practice my directing. You know, I tell myself what to do if it didn't work. But I haven't done enough directing to tell you for sure. But I think I like it. The good thing about directing is all you have to really do is answer these questions. Because all that really happens in directing is that people come up and ask you questions. What colour do you want the curtains? How big do you want the table? Do you want the shifting fast or slow? Do you want the work open wide or a little bit? You just have to answer the questions. Everything else does itself. Yeah.
Have you ever turned down a role and then later regretted turning it down?
Never. I've never got a role. I only have one rule, because I look Arabic, most of the time. And that is that I don't do terrorists. That's I got one role on, you have to go to the audition. It's a very bizarre, weird process. You have to go to the audition whether it's good or bad, at least at my level. And you get given the job, or you don't. You know already whether you want to do it. So if you know you don't want to do it, you still go and make them think you do, and then they offer you money, and you say something enough, they offer you more, and you say, I don't want to do it anyway. That's basically the way it works. And there was a movie called Executive Decision.
Yeah.
You like it? I didn't. At least in terms of the script, and also the fact that Mike was an Arab terrorist. So I went to the audition and I played him. It was one of the terrorists. I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the ones who was next to the main, not the main guy, just another terrorist. And he was like a real bad guy. In fact, they have a long book with that. And he was, I played him as a really nice guy. He didn't really need to blow up or anything. And then we called that. It was weird. Like, okay. And then how would have done it? Maybe it'd be okay, but after you. Now, sit down. Anyway, I did that and I turned that down. Other than that, not much to turn down. I had much of an opportunity to turn stuff down. Unfortunately.
Understand you'll be impending matrimonial what date do we circle on our calendar?
We'll all be in Sussex in England on the 14th of June at 12 o'clock. That's when I'm that will be, what time of that year? It will be 7 o'clock in the morning, I believe, here. In Sussex, in a little church. And it's a little church where up a lane in the country, in the woods, there's this tiny parish where nobody kind of lives really. I don't know if you've been to Sussex, England. It's very quaint. It looks like something from the tourist books. And in the middle of this forest is this little church, and it's just a little kind of barn, really. I mean, it's no bigger than, it wouldn't hold more than the first 3 rows of this. Yeah, a chapel. Maybe that's what it's called. And they don't have an organ, which is interesting, which we didn't know until like 2 days ago. It's like, what, no organ? Okay, so everything's unaccompanied. So couldn't tell that this was so fully clothed. No working playboy for that crew, I can tell you. No, I did bring a baby picture with me, and like, I'll take my wallet, and I put my wallet in, and it looked like I was pregnant with clothes on. Right, okay. And so I sort of left the wallet at home and just put $5 in my pocket, just in case I need to get away from it or anything. And so I'll bring it tomorrow if you get a little bit of picture of Django about a month ago. I think it was something. Right at the back.
What did you think about the revelation that your character was connected with me? Like, how did
Stop, because I don't remember any of the questions. What do you think about the about your character being genetically enhanced? Did that affect the way you play the character?
Right.
Okay, and do I think it's a worthwhile piece of Star Trek history in terms of will it go on?
Right. I don't mind if,
Is there a possibility that we'll ever show the genetic enhancement bit again? Well, you know Star Trek as well as I do. They have a nice little habit of dropping stuff, like it never existed. So it might happen that it never existed that I was genetically enhanced. But it's an interesting thing. There was a slight contradiction within the show, I think, but it might not be. And that was that he's known all along that he was genetically enhanced. And for that reason, and probably a few others, but it seems natural that that's the way he is as a genetically enhanced person. So it's probably, he doesn't need to change too dramatically after that. Quite possible that it just happens to be like that as a genetically enhanced person. I don't think they're going to go into it in a big way because of a slight contradiction in that when he was playing darts, for anyone who's seen this show, it's called Dr. Bashir, I presume. And when he was playing darts, he was suddenly really good, like data. You know, he could like do things really quickly. And that was a slight trouble because he's been beaten up a lot of times and other stuff happened. So maybe he was just like, oh my god, I'm being beaten up. I'm scared, but I can't let them know. I'm about to die, but I don't want to let them know. So I think they're just not sure what the hell happened there. And we'll see what happens next. If he turns up as like commander of the next Enterprise or something, then we'll be sure that he's genetically enhanced. Because it's not really that material anymore. Next to you there's a man with a hand up. I was going to say with a head up. What's the funniest thing that's ever happened to me on the Deep Space Nine set? Is that tossed behind me? Who are you? Oh, right, we're back on time. Interesting. Do you have to pay again? They know you're here. Okay. I won't ask you a question. No, I won't. The most funniest thing that's ever happened to me, it's a hard question to ask. Our crew is notorious for being unfunny. I don't know if you know that. But Deep Space Nine, with Next Generation, all the hilarious practical jokes and stuff, they are laughing all day. They can't stop. But Deep Space Nine is also really professional at sitting. We just went up on work, we do the show up, quiet please, we're going to rehearse here. Okay, back to move away. And we can't actually find any reason to laugh about anything. So I don't think there's been many funny things. I tell one story which is not, it's kind of funny. You know, we tried. In season 3, I believe, when I had a racquetball show. It was like playing racquetball with O'Brien. What? Rivals. And I was wearing this weird skin tight thing. Really weird. Something I would hit down. But horrible experience. I really sympathize with anyone who's wearing a leotard thing, by the way. So anyway, the costume guy came up to me and he said, well, got me a cucumber, and he suggested I put it down my trouser leg. And for reasons that are relatively obvious, I didn't even know. One or two crossword puzzles, they can figure that one out. And so he said, put the cucumber down your trouser leg and go on camera, do the show, great, you like it, great. So I went straight away, unpeeling this thing. I had to take off my situation here, and I could sit right at it. Okay, and peeling off, and I put the cucumber down, and peeled it all back off again, and it was quite horrific. Like, the mirror, like, wait a minute, my profile is suddenly twice as wide. Okay, in my mind. So we went on stage, and the camera, and everyone was busy getting everything ready, and the lights were up, and and the camera was being rolled into position, and we were made ready to rehearse. And I walked out triumphantly with my racket. And nobody noticed. One of the sadder moments of my career. So I just whipped it out and threw it away. Second time I thought I had to throw that piece of that movie. Then the night came into my life. That's really cryptic. I don't expect to get that one until no, he's good. Yes, sir.
When you put a holographic doctor in the